So deep socket 15/16 for the clutch. I didn't record that because, well, it was a bit of a struggle in the beginning, but we got it. So now we're going to take off this, the belt, the inner piece, the shroud, and then get into the wet clutch, pull that off. Then we're going to come back over here. Oh jeez. Come back over here and stuff it all into this motor, put some gasket maker in, top her up with some oil, put the carburetor on, the starter on, put the stator cover back on, pull start on, and yeah, we're just about there. A few more plugs and we'll have it. A few more plugs and we will have it. Yes, yes. Alright, so now we got you guys in a good position. We will crack these bolts out of here. Wow, I snugged them up. You don't need to use a long extension like I am. I was just being lazy and not taking it off there. Jeez, that was in there. What one's going to be missing? There's this one. Alright, got those all cracked. Now I can just spin them out by hand, by rights. There shouldn't be any oil left in the motor. We already drained that out. Yeah. We're gonna get her right. Hopefully it'll run. I don't know too much about that burnt motor. I know that it was only cosmetically burnt, like a few sensors, a couple wires, la la la. Everything that was burnt I did have off of the original bike itself, the original motor. And I'm not scared to switch it around because, well, I've been into everything on this bike so far, so why not go the extra step and, like I said in the last video, have a little fun. See if we can make her run. It'll be one of those will it run videos. So there's that. That comes off. Make sure you put your bolts in a safe spot where you'll forget. I'm going to put mine inside of there and set this piece of metal somewhere. So now we got to crack all these bolts and pull that out. And we got to do a few other things. But for now, I'm hoping that oil seal I can reuse. It's in behind here. If not, I do have gasket maker. And we're not scared to use it. But it would be nice if that gasket kind of pops off right off like it was meant to be. Be a little easier for me per se. Make sure you have a shallow 8, not a long socket, because well, it won't go in behind the secondary clutch. So now I gotta go find an 8mm short socket. So 5/16 will work just as well as an 8mm. Either way, we'll get her done. There. Now all we got to do is put your extension back on. Spin these bad boys out. Now we're counting on that oil seal in there to be, or gasket I should say, to be still usable. We had a light little dust in the snow this morning. It's getting on in the season. Nobody really cares to see it, but it's natural, I guess. That's what they say. That's what I've been told. We haven't had as much snow as we used to. Gotta love global warming, climate control. If you haven't seen me do this before, go check out my wet clutch video. 98 600 Grizzly wet clutch teardown. There's a part 2 to it. Go check that out too. Like and subscribe. Ring the bell if you like. Leave comments. We're open to any suggestions. I put it in backwards and it messed it up. I think it put too much stress on it and it broke in underneath there. That's alright. Alright, so that's it. So we're basically trying to get that gasket off there to save it. It's probably not going to happen. We're probably going to have to make one, which will suck. Alright. So that's out. Won't take much to put that in, just the gasket like I said. Sit down. Oh, we got to turn our heater down. We got a fire happening inside there. Let's open that up. That there's for my boy Sean. I know you'll appreciate it, buddy. Stay warm, stay true. Alright, so we got the wet clutch in, the nut on, the gasket's on. I got a gasket maker on the back. I got a gasket maker on this side. So we double her up, put it together, snug it up, and let it sit for an hour. So that means we'll go smoke a cigarette. See that? We almost messed that up. Don't forget to put your one-way bearing on. And the outside goes out here. Now she's ready. And that was close. First oil line just about installed. Back in here where my finger is, there's an oil line. There's two of them actually, an in and an out return. We're going to hook them up, get them tight. It sounded like there was a bit of dirt behind that, but well, I frankly really don't care. We're going to see if she goes. If it leaks, it leaks. We'll fix it after. See what leaks and what doesn't leak, and we'll address the ones that do leak. But for now, we're going to assume that it's not going to leak and put her back together. So right there, you can see the other oil hole for the line. I'm going to move this line out of the way. Oh, Jesus. That one looks good. Here's my dirty sock. Little dirt on there, never hurt nothing. Okay. Uh-oh. Just about lost one of our bolts. Okay, so We're back at it again. We're going to try to put this, I'm going to say, carburetor boot back on. Not exactly sure the proper name of it. We're just going to get that started. Get these started in their home. Alright, so there's the starter I had taken off of the original motor. For anybody that doesn't know, that's 2 bolts. 1 and 2. To put it back in, I didn't record taking it out because I just kind of forgot. But to put it in, and just kind of get it against the motor and slide it forwards, and there you have it. She's in. Now I just got to bolt it up. Okay, so carburetor's on. Got to tighten up that hose clamp. Some kind of weird bird chirping out there now. Starter's on. Carburetor's on. Still waiting for that to dry. Yeah, we'll do a little walk around. Our heater's just beautifully heating, Sean. Oh yeah, it's sponsored by Sean Seaboyer. Just about got her back together. Soon ready for the first fire. Won't be for a few minutes yet, but we're gonna be there soon. Definitely today. Alright, so we got the carburetor, the starter, the clutch case cover, the shifter knob, the pull start, the stator. The exhaust is just on there, just enough to get it to start. Well, we're gonna see if it'll start. So without further ado, this is the burnt motor from Cape Breton. First start. Let's see if she'll go. Probably gotta choke it. Oh, I'm gonna have to fix that. She tried. First start. Don't know nothing about this motor. So, started up. Took it for a small drive. There's a slight little oil leak up there where the valve cover is. I'll have to take that off, clean it up, tighten that up, maybe put some goo around it. I got to do the muffler studs still, but she runs. It runs good. It seems to run good. So let's hope for a better day and go again. So this is it. She's running. It doesn't run bad for how rough it is. She's got a little bit of a tick or a knock inside there, but as you can tell, she's running. Got her out here on the trail. Beautiful day, a little bit of snow coming down. Take her for a little drive here. Put her in gear. little bit of oil, but that's not too serious. Got people walking, so we'll get out of here. Gotta get new brakes. Thanks for watching Wheels and Squeals. Make sure you like and subscribe, leave comments. Right on.